everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janet and I have lost over 100 pounds following the ketogenic lifestyle. On my channel you will find a variety of things. I do keto, what I eat in a day, what I am making well on keto. I have done some meal prepping and I also share some of the protein sparing modified fast recipes. So if that's what you're interested in, keep on watching. Please consider hitting that red subscribe button so that you can join our family here on YouTube. And for all of my returning subscribers, welcome back to my channel. It has been an absolutely beautiful weekend. I am recording this on Monday. We got so much work done on the weekend, Jimmy and I. Yesterday, I actually ended up taking the day off of my YouTube work completely, off of the internet, off of my emails and everything, and we spent some time outside and I cleaned the chicken coop. We ended up cleaning up the backyard, completely raking it, cleaning up all of the dog poo. It is that time of the year here in springtime here in Alberta. And I ended up cleaning the front yard as well too, which wasn't a lot to do, I'll be honest. But it was so nice to get outside, clean off our deck, get ready for spring. And this is why I love the seasons. I love the seasons. I could never live anywhere that had constantly the same weather. I just love the seasons so much. It gives you something to look forward to. And they always say a change is as good as a rest, and I absolutely believe it. It gets you anxious for spring, gets you anxious for summer. And then when we get the, plus 100 degrees Fahrenheit weather here, then we definitely look forward to fall and then winter. Winter is my favorite time of year, and I'm just not made for the hot weather whatsoever. I'm totally opposite of Jimmy in that way. Jimmy loves the heat and he loves working in the heat. Like, it could be 100 degrees outside Fahrenheit and he will be building a fence. Like, he absolutely loves it. And I can be sitting out there on our deck on a chair in the shade and I hate it. So everybody's different, but I absolutely love the season. So getting ready for spring is very exciting. So today I wanted to do a recipe actually, and also kind of experiment with that protein sparing modified fast recipe that Amy over on Carnivore's Angels has created. I have been doing a lot of experimenting with that bread recipe and I have been loving it. I've been loving the taste, the texture, and how I can kind of modify it to make it a dough. So that is what we are going to be doing today. So join me. I am going to be making some protein sparing modified fast pizza pops is what I'm going to be making. And as a kid, I literally grew up on pizza pops. I admit it. I was the type of kid that grew up on pizza pops and Chef Boyardee. I did. However, I do not like Chef Boyardee anymore. I cannot handle the texture or anything, but once in a while I do kind of crave those pizza pops or pizza pockets or whatever you want to call them. So that is what I'm going to be making today. So let's get started. All right, what we are going to do first before I even start making the protein sparing modified fast, we are going to be drawing a winner for the perfect keto giveaway that I have going on right now. So let's go to the next clip and pick our winner. All right, sorry for the bad angle, but we are going to pick a winner for the perfect keto cereals that I have put on as a giveaway that I am doing. Unfortunately, they have a lot of products that contains nuts. So whenever I do receive something from a PR package, I always do a giveaway with those items. So I know that it does go to good use 100%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to screen record my screen right now that I have. Now, as you can see, I am on the comment picker here for YouTube. So I'm going to go back to that YouTube video and I'm going to copy, and then I am going to paste it right here for the YouTube video in order to pull all of your comments. So I am going to actually filter comments based on a specific text, and that text was PK cereal. So that is why it is important for you to put that in the comments, because when I do this for my giveaways, this is what I usually use, and that's how it pulls a winner. So it doesn't matter if you have anything else in that comment, as long as you put the hashtag, whatever it is, exactly how I say it and how I put it on the screen, you will be entered. All right, let's move down and we will get our YouTube comments from that video for everybody that entered in. So good luck. There was 127 of you. So hopefully it is going to be you that wins. So let's start it and let's pick a winner together, shall we? Oh, yay, Christine Adams. Yay. I recognize this name. You comment on a lot of my videos, so thank you so much for that. So make sure that you email me, Christine, and I will be able to send those off to you wherever you are in the world. Congratulations, Christine, and thank you everybody that is entered for this giveaway. All right, let's get started on making our protein sparing modified fast bread. Now, this recipe that I'm using today is not my recipe. It is Amy's recipe, and I have been loving it. I love the taste of it. I love the texture and everything. And what I have been experimenting with it lately is modifying it into a dough. So if you would have seen my last couple of videos, I did croissants and pretzels with this recipe. So I will link the croissant recipe up here because that is one of my favorites. I absolutely loved those. I think I loved them better than the buns, to be honest. They were so delicious. Now, a lot of people are saying, you know, of course it's gonna taste the same because you're using the same recipe and the same ingredients. So what's the difference between croissants and the pretzels and the buns and everything? You know what? There really is a difference. There honestly is a difference with making those all differently. So first of all, the croissants that I made savory ones and I made sweet ones. The savory ones I actually made with garlic butter on top, and they tasted like a savory croissant that you would buy in the store. And the other one that I made was a chocolate croissant. We have seen those also in grocery stores. They are filled with keto approved chocolate chips, and I put some melted chocolate on top of those. They were absolutely delicious. And then the pretzels that I ended up making was with butter on top, and then I actually put some sea salt on top, some coarse sea salt, and they tasted just like a pretzel that you would buy at one of those malls, at the kiosk. You know, you walk past them and they smell so good. Now you can make those right at home in your kitchen. They are amazing. So today I'm going to be doing, like I said, the pizza pops, pizza pockets, however you want to word it. And I'm going to be using this recipe to manipulate into a dough. So if you haven't seen that done, you'll watch me do that. But first I'm going to make the dough. The dough is so simple to make. I will speed this part up because I have shared me making this recipe quite a bit. But if you are new here, make sure that you check out my croissant video like I had mentioned, and I will show you step by step how I make it. So let's get started.
I was at the wrong place at the right time, 'cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing under the night sky when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, bar with neon lights, talked about everything that was on.
All right, next what we are doing is we are going to lay it down completely flat on our extra large baking sheet that I have here. I got this from a sweet subscriber and she got it off of Amazon. It was on my wish list. It is always listed down in my Amazon favorites. Same with the mats, the silicone mats that I use as well. I lined that with parchment paper. I sprayed it really well with some olive oil spray, and I sprayed my spatula really well with olive oil spray as well. So we are just going to literally put this, what I like to do is just lay it down in sections. It's just a little bit easier to spread when I do it that way. And then we are gonna lay it all completely flat and then put it in a 325-degree oven for only 10 minutes. All right, it is all as level. We want to make sure that it's level and even as possible, okay, throughout this huge pan. And like I said, the pan is in the Amazon favorites. It will have the dimensions there. I'm not 100% sure on the dimensions. I'm going to put this in the oven for 10 minutes at 325. And while that is baking, we are going to get ready for our filling. So I have some Classico pizza sauce. Now this was fairly good for macros, and that is why I picked it up. It has fairly clean ingredients as well too. Use your favorite pasta sauce that you like while being on keto. For a quarter of a cup, it works out to be 5 net carbs, 6 total carbs with 1 fiber. And I definitely will not even be using a quarter of a cup for 1 pizza pocket. I might use a quarter of a cup, hopefully for the whole entire thing, we will see, but that is what I'm going to be using. I plan on mixing this all together, the pizza sauce and then my pizza fillings, toppings, whatever you want to call them. I am going to be using some ham, some pepperoni, some green and red peppers, and also some shredded cheese, okay? So you guys can use whatever sort of fillings that you like in your pizza pockets, pops. I'm gonna mix it all in a bowl. I actually think I'm going to be needing a bigger bowl than this. I'm gonna grab a bigger bowl and then I'm going to chop up all my ingredients, mix it all together so that we're ready to do the filling when it comes out of the oven. This is it, literally right out of the oven. I bake it for 10 minutes only. We don't want it cooked all the way through. We want it to be about halfway cooked. What we are going to do is roll this out. We let it cool for only about a minute because we still want to kind of roll it out while it's warm. And then what I plan to do is, I haven't decided if I'm going to do like half moons for the pizza pucks or if I'm going to do squares. But we will decide when we get there. So I'm just gonna literally let this cool for a minute and roll it out and get it to the stage where we are going to be making our pizza pockets, pizza pops, whatever you wanna call them. All right, I've decided that I'm gonna do them into kind of squares, pizza pockets. Now, I also wanted to explain on the parchment paper, you spray it, put it down, roll it with a rolling pin. Then I take this parchment paper, put it back on my baking sheet so that once we are done filling these, then we can put them back and on the baking sheet and back in the oven, okay? Now, I think what I'm gonna do with these is I'm going to make some bread sticks. I think I'm going to make, or else some croissants, but I think I'm gonna make 2 or 3 pizza pockets depending on how much filling I have here. And then the rest I will utilize to something different. I just don't have that much filling here, and I don't have any more pepperoni, first of all, which, you know, is heartening as it is. So I'm just gonna put the filling in there. These are gonna be so good, ooey gooey. And then what you're gonna wanna do, I'm just gonna show you one for example. I'm gonna do the rest in a minute. Make sure that you kind of work quick. This is going to be, you know, important because it is still somewhat warm, okay? And that is what we want. We want it to be warm. We want it to be pliable. And that is the only way that this is going to work, okay? So you're just gonna take it, Be very careful and pinch all of the sides like I am doing there. I'm gonna pinch this side. All right, then we'll do the next one. I think I might be able to do 3 of these because I don't want to stuff them too full either. I'm gonna finish doing this and then I will catch back with you once I am all ready to put it back in the oven. All right, then what we are going to do is I have some melted butter here. I am going to put some garlic in with that butter. I'm actually gonna put quite a bit. I love garlic, so. And then I'm gonna put a little dash of oregano. I'm gonna give that a stir. And then I'm going to brush it on my garlic sticks is what I ended up making with the last one. And I'm thinking about putting it on my, I'm gonna call these calzones. You know what? I think these look more like calzones than they do pizza pops. So I'm just gonna spread my garlic bread sticks here with this. And I'm gonna also do the top of the calzones as well too. Then we will put it back in the oven, and we are gonna put it back in the oven for about probably another 15 minutes or so till this is all completely cooked and all done. Oh man, I cannot wait to taste these. All right, let's put these back in the oven for about another 15 minutes and then they should be completely done. All right, these are them out of the oven. I let these stay in there for 15 minutes and the garlic butter sticks I took out after 10 minutes because they were starting to crisp up pretty darn good. So I'm gonna let everything cool here. Then we will give one of these a taste. They look amazing. I cannot wait to taste them. I feel like this is gonna have to cool for a while though, but I will definitely be back to do a taste test. But these have cooled off really, really well. Oh, they smell really good. They smell really nice and garlicky as well. All right, let's give these a taste, shall we? I'm gonna taste it from this end. Mmm! Yum. All right, you guys know pizza is my favorite food. Hands down, I have made so many things pizza-wise on the keto diet, but this is delicious. This is so good. I'll show you the inside. It's not too overwhelming, like as to the point where everything is falling out. And it is nice. You know what? This really has the consistency of like a pizza pop. If you've had pizza pops before, really, really good. So good. Now, I like the taste and the consistency of this dough, if you want to call it. Now, with that being said, since I made calzones is what we're going to call them, you could also use this just as a pie crust as well. I just like the taste of it better. It's more bread-like. I find it tastes so good, especially in the form of like a calzone or something. It's so delicious. I want to keep on eating that. So, all right, that is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure that you give these a try. Make sure you also hit that red subscribe button. Give this video a like to let me know that you're liking my content. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so YouTube can notify you when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching.